You might want to squat for this, Mr. Evaluator.
I decide when squatting is necessary.
Okay, are there any more recommendations for new games at the rec center?
My daughter, she loves Chutes and Ladders.
Oh, come on. There is no strategy to Chutes and Ladders. It's just luck.
My daughter's 5.
Well, your daughter is an idiot.
Also, how weird are forks?
Forks are very weird. I've always thought so.
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinny and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on the Al Travis Show.
And we've got Spinny with us today. Spin, how you doing, my friend? And you're muted.
Well, if I could unmute it, then I would be doing okay. How are you doing, Al?
I'm doing fine. Did you and I chat? I want a couple of things before we get to knocking every sports team. You and I chatted about the All-Stars, who made it, and the fact that Ant did not. Did we chat about that?
I did not chat about that with you.
Okay, good. Then I'm very happy to bring this up. Your thoughts, Edwards, in his 5th year in the league, 29.6 points per game. I mean, having his best year yet, does not make it to the starters of the All-Stars. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing, Al. Who are you taking off?
See, that's where I was going to go with you. Let's just show folks who don't know. Giannis is on there. Shai Gilgeous is on there. Jokic is on there. Doncic is on there. And I guess it would have been between Victor and Ant, who gets in there next. I guess that was how the voting went. Who do you take off? Who do you say that for sure Ant's better than?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's Steph, right? I think Steph is the one that I would probably take off and put Ant on. But also at the same time, like, Steph's having an amazing year. His team's just not as good. He's carrying a crappy team. So I think that is probably who I would go with if I had to pick. But, like, I can't disrespect Steph Curry being an all-star starter, you know? I mean,
well, and again, he's having a great year, but it isn't the same Curry, right? He's getting older. Maybe there's one there. How about Jalen Brunson? He carries that New York squad.
Well, and, like, it's got to be East-West still, right? So, like, it's got to be between Luka, SGA, Curry, Jokic, or Wemby. Yeah. And I guess it's just hard for me. I think all those guys are having great years as well. So it's just tough. Right? And again, now too, All-Star game, like, not as important as like the first, second, third team All-NBAs. And I think that's where Ant, especially this year, has a real shot to be first team All-NBA.
Okay. And that's cool. I'm not ripping. And I love Ant, and he is an unbelievable player. I mean, this year just shows you how much he can grow in a given year, even though he's already an All-Star. But I couldn't take anyone off that list and say he's head and shoulders above them. So then that's where you get ahead of it. On the other side, let's talk a little NFL. Did you notice that Bill Belichick didn't make a first-round Hall of Fame? How is that in any way possible? Have you just ruined the entire concept of Hall of Faming?
It's so dumb, Al. It's literally it's just all grudges against Bill. And I get it. You don't like the guy. The guy might have been a jerk, whatever. But he has 8 Super Bowls. He's been an assistant or head coach with 8 Super Bowls.
6 under him himself, right? I mean, as head coach, you get in for that.
Coach. Yeah. Like, he has
2 different teams.
The second most wins of all time. He's like, he's in the top 5 of every single category and has 8 Super Bowl. It is just dumb. Like, it's like Tom Brady not being first ballot. Like, it's like LeBron or MJ not being first ballot. Phil Jackson not being first ballot. It's just like he's in an argument for the best coach of literal all time in the history of the league.
So how does the NFL get by with that? How do they not know you're gonna put that statement out and say that just because you hate Bill? And what's it say about your Hall of Fame itself? It means nothing. It's a who do we like best club. You just ruin yourself when you're going to be, we're Hall of Famers. We got a standard you've got to meet, and then you blow that out of the water. It's such a slap to the NFL.
It's so dumb, too. Like, it's not the first time. It happened with Terrell Owens as well.
Yeah.
And they tried using the, he wasn't a good teammate thing. And it's like, but, like, he's still second in touchdowns and third in yards all time. Like, I just don't know, like, I just don't understand the popularity contest piece of it. I heard this on talk radio yesterday. Sorry, I can't remember the guy's name, or I'd give him
Al
credit.
Travis,
but I think there was, because it takes 10 no's out of 50 for him
Okay.
not to get in. So at least
All right.
10 people voted him not in.
Oh, that's
And
ridiculous.
which is crazy. 40 out of 50 people, 10 out of 50 people had to say he wasn't in. The take I heard is that a lot of people had like a grudge against him, right? And they were like, well, everybody else is going to vote him in, so I just don't want him to be unanimous. I'm going to vote no, right? No one
10
else is
people
gonna
played
vote no.
that game.
And then 10 people played that game, and then it ended up with him as no. Obviously, I don't know
that's
if that
beautiful.
happened or not, but it is such an interesting theory.
That is a great theory, quite frankly. One last thing off the side note of sports, but it is supposed to be a sport. I was leaving Sunday open, because it's going to be finally a decent enough day, to smoke a cigar in the garage and watch this stupid thing called the flag football Pro Bowl thing that they put on every year now, which is just ridiculous. And it got one step worse. Thank you to Todd Burgett, by the way, sports guy. He let me know they're playing that on Tuesday night. How bad is your All-Star game that you realize you can't even convince anyone to cover it on a Sunday? You're going to put it on a Tuesday night up against the housewives of whatever hills.
Yeah.
That's how bad that is.
I can't even defend it, honestly, Al. Like,
I didn't even know it until he brought it up to me yesterday. That I'm like, it's got to be Sunday. It's always a Sunday.
Too. It's always on Sunday. That's so. What the heck?
Yeah. So if we've ever reached a bottom, it's when your All-Star game is thrown up on a Tuesday night against nothing else on TV, and they still won't get anybody to watch it. Sorry. I don't think I can convince my wife to let me leave her car out of the garage and smoke on a Tuesday night. I'm going to have to skip it this year, my friend. Just going to have to skip it completely.
You watched it in years past, Al? You've
I find it
time to watch it
because of this job and the ability that I must share what happens on these big sporting events. I have watched it every year. I find it actually quite laughable. You know, when the most exciting thing is when somebody gets a flag football touchdown and then they all run and jump in the big box of, foam, and they think that's cute, like little children at the McDonald's thing when they have the little balls in there. That's the most exciting thing these guys have, these announcers have to talk about. I find it relatively interesting, but not on a Tuesday night. I got to get to bed.
I don't think I've watched the actual Pro Bowl in years, Al. I just don't think it's just the least entertaining thing possible. I just can't stomach it, even if I have to talk about it.
Is that the same for the NBA? Because it's a showcase of my great dribbling and smashing it down technique. There's no defense. Would you be okay with just getting rid of it? If you need an all-star game, if you need, voted in as all-star, you get a little trophy. Good for you. Let's not play the game. No one wants to get hurt, right? That's why I do the flag football thing. No one wants to get hurt. Just don't do it. Let them take the week off.
Yeah.
Is that so bad?
The NBA is a little different. It's a little more entertaining, I think, but still not great, obviously. It'll be interesting to see this year with the 3 teams and the international team being one of them. I think that could be fun. The NFL, back to that, I really do enjoy, though, the, lead-up stuff to it. Like, I wish we could just do more of that. I do enjoy the best players in the league, doing passing challenges and catching challenges, and dodgeball's kind of fun. And but I agree with you. The lead up mini games are more fun by a lot than the actual game, which is.
And can we give a shout out to hockey? They've got it right. They made this, international competition thing where you're fighting for your country. I got into it. It isn't even my favorite sport, but as far as a Hall of Fame game or an All-Star game, that's the way to play that.
Hockey players, too, actually are competitive no matter what. I give them credit for that, which is, it makes their sport super fun. And I don't hate the baseball one either. I think baseball with the home run derby and then doing the all-star game like that, I think that one's good as well.
Baseball would be good if there was something for them at the end, back to getting the home, your side getting the home. Because right now, you will see 9, maybe 10 pitchers on each side. It's so ungodly long because everybody has to play because you made the all-star game. That's not what it's about. I want to see the 9 best on each side and see if a pitcher can rock all. The coolest thing in baseball, if you could get, one pitcher to go all 9 innings and have a shutout game and you're waiting for that last, that would make it fun.
Yeah, I also think just not have to have a player from every team.
There you go.
That part of it, I think, would make it better. Like, just make the roster 15 people on both teams. Make it 30 total players. Give me the best 30 players. Doesn't have to be one from every team. I think that could make that one better.
All right, fair enough. We got to go to break. We'll come back. I'm not sure what to talk about with your Minnesota Timberwolves, but we're going to do that next. I've got them. Spinny from Hard Headed Sports.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a national movement that brings together conservatives, liberals, independents, and others to restore trust, respect, and goodwill in politics. We seek not to eliminate our differences, but rather deal with them head on, with respect and understanding. We do not try to change people's views, but how they view the other side. There will always be differences. Braver Angels Minnesota believes the best way forward is to change how we deal with those differences. Join the civil conversation at mn.braverangels.org.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
I've got him, Spinny from Hard Headed Sports. And I know, Spinny, you think I'm just anti the Wolves. I'm really not. Last night's Dallas Maverick game, this was an opportunity, I believe, for the Wolves to win by 30, 35 points. I turned that stupid game on, and I'm like, where is everybody? The Mavericks themselves did not have Cooper Flagg, the kid they traded their entire team for, right, to get that first-round pick. Klay Thompson was out. Anthony Davis was out. Derek Lively was out. Kyrie Irving was out. And then a couple other guys. This was literally the JV team for the Mavericks. And they gave them a run for their money. They're down by 10 at the half. They won by 13. Once again, I'm upset because I really do believe this is one of those games, get yourself right. We had 3 guys in double digits. That was it. Spinning your thoughts. It's a win's a win. It's the NBA, but we weren't playing an NBA team yesterday.
No, we were not, but we also have a back-to-back tonight against the best team in the league.
Well,
so
yeah, good.
But, like, if you're going to take a little off, play a little less minutes and stuff, like, on a back-to-back, we got the win. We didn't play high minutes for any of our players, and we're going to be ready to go against OKC tonight.
Okay, so you just took that as it was a warm-up game. Just make sure you get to watch. Okay,
Yeah,
I can do that.
I don't love that mentality. I'm not
Okay.
like yay woo awesome, but
Okay.
if it's gonna happen on a back-to-back against OKC is a little more understandable.
Okay, fair enough. But let's just look at the last two games, because the other one was, and I don't know how the NBA can even do this. It almost shows me you've got to have less games. When we played the Warriors after having lost to them, you're like, who's going to show up? No one showed up. Curry was out. Green was out for the Warriors, and Ant was out for us. And that was on Peacock. You had to spend extra money to watch that basketball game. What is the NBA doing? Is it too many games if you're going to have to sit people out just for the sake of sitting? Maybe we should be down to 60 games.
I'm with you, Al. I honestly think I would love to see 41 games, honestly.
Okay.
60 would be great as well. I just think with, like, stats are so big and important in the NBA, probably more than any other sport except baseball. I think baseball is 1, NBA 2, then hockey and football, where it doesn't really matter as much. And so I just think the longevity of like all the records and stuff is what keeps them from going less than 82. Because I think they're worried about all of that stuff being messed up. You know, the scoring title, huge in basketball, all that type of stuff. So I think that's the main pushback NBA was.
All right, and that's fair enough. So with those last two games, like I said, we played nobody to beat the Warriors. We played nobody to beat the Mavs. Are you excited about where we're sitting then going into this? Because we get a harder schedule now. We have a pretty easy schedule, but we have OKC, which is tonight, 8:30, heaven's sakes. And you got to have Prime Video. You people, God, you're driving me nuts. But then we have Memphis back-to-back.
Everyone has Prime Video. Come on now. Literally everyone.
I think I do now, by the way. I think I got it from one of my kids.
And one of your, like, someone in your family, I'm almost stereotypical there. Someone in your family orders off Amazon for packages and has Amazon Prime, which gets you Prime Video. So
we're in the first name basis with that guy.
Prime,
Okay. All right. So I get to watch that if I want to stay up that late tonight, and I probably will. But then you have Memphis, Toronto. Are we ready for a tougher back half of the season, do you think? Because, again, I'm looking at, we give quarters up where we just don't want to play. We should have showed the world we could beat that, whatever they put in front of us yesterday, by 35, and we didn't. You seem okay with that as long as, we have to win against Oklahoma City, or at least have to make it a game. What is your thoughts against Oklahoma?
Yeah, I just want it to be competitive. Like, missed shots at the end of the fourth quarter, fine. But I need to go into the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter with it being within an 8-point game.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm really looking for, is just a competitive, like, prove that we can actually beat them.
Are they still all that and then some? I don't want to be mean. People can mad at me, but they're 38-10 now. At one point, we thought they could possibly get to that record. They've had 2 losses in a row last week. Where are they at mentally? Do you think OKC?
I mean, I don't think, I think we might have been a little early, obviously, as come to fruition on best team ever, but they're still the best team in the league. I mean, I think it's them, and then a slight step down, and then Denver, and then everybody else. So I think they're still like the team to beat, the odds-on favorite to win the championship, all that stuff. So I think we just, you got to show up and prove that, like, you can at least compete with them. Especially, like, San Antonio's beat them 2 times, right?
Yeah.
So I think that, they have a matchup issue there that San Antonio can exploit. So that's just another team in the West that's competitive. Like, you have to show you can be competitive with this top tier of the West. And, the playoffs are going to be a gauntlet.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting playoffs. With only 1 minute to go, my friend, does Minnesota still look to trade somebody? I just looked up Rob Dillingham. I think has less minutes played in like the last week than Ingles.
Yeah.
Is he so far down the bench? Oh my goodness.
Can we please get Colby White or Trey Jones or just give me a Chicago point guard, trade Dillingham and a pick and whatever else you need. Maybe Terrence Shannon, honestly, too, if we can get Colby White. Like, we just need a legitimate point guard. One of the biggest worries I have in the playoffs is teams picking on us because we can't have a guy that brings the ball up the court consistently and gets good sets. So we really need that.
All right. Appreciate it. I love having you on, Spinny. Thank you for taking the time this morning. How do we pick up Hard Headed Sports?
Yes, thank you, Al, for having us on all the time. You've been awesome to us. Pick up Hard Headed Sports, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
All right.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you